let's get into the frat parties and popping that punani.
I thought it was just like dancing, getting dressed up.
Yeah, she couldn't just use the word dancing or dropping it like it's hot. No, she had to specifically use pee popping.
Is it true that you said that there was a rotation of guys?
A roster.
Yeah,
What does a roster mean
Okay,
to you?
sir, it just meant like two guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people
When
think you
I
meant
mean hooking
fucking.
up, I just meant making out.
Do you consider yourself a good gold digger?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all from the onset, getting back up into this content, I know we've been doing it for like 2 weeks now at this point. Getting back up into it just feels nasty at this point, all right? Little secret, after yesterday's video that I dropped for y'all, all right, I went and I hopped immediately into the shower. It was almost like I had to wash the nasty cringe up off of me because I could not believe what it was that I was watching. And when you're put into a position where I am now having to watch lies and stretching of the truth, right? Like it just made me feel disgusting. But I had to sit and think to myself for a little while is, why is it that I feel this way? And I've come up with a quick summary and I wanted to share that with y'all. It appears that now we have confirmed that we are in the era of validating irrational thought while at the same time uplifting disrespectful behavior, especially if that behavior disrespects a man. Many of my talking points as I've reviewed this entire situation and try to get down into the psychology of everything that's happening often reference the spot that Ghislaine has put Akaash into because of her behavior, her actions, but now by proxy of his marriage to that woman, she has now put the entire Flagrant podcast in jeopardy. And because Schultz is Akaash's boy, and I get wanting to do damage control for your boy. However, the issue is that you've now invited dishonesty into the podcast. People listen to podcasts for the real, for the truth, for reality. But now your listeners do not know what is real and what is fake. And the inability to not only snuff out bad behavior, point a finger at it, call it what it is, even if you still want to do so in a joking manner, their inability to do that has lasting consequences, especially for their audience. And I don't even watch them like that. And I felt it watching the culmination of this entire scenario. And one of the lessons goes back to my G's is that there are lasting consequences from not fixing your situation, not only for your friends, not only for your family, but also for your business relationships. I was also thinking to myself, imagine if all of the genders were flipped in this entire situation, all right? And it was Akaash treating Ghislaine the same way that Ghislaine is treating Akaash. Would anybody be accepting her ignorance? Oh, I just didn't know. What? A roster? I didn't know that. What? I was just being hyperbolic. Popping puss. Oh, that's just harmless dancing. Nobody, male or female, would not accept that if Ghislaine was the guy in the situation. And this is part of the issue is that women like her feign responsibility of their actions or their words through this like soft, playful kitty ignorance, which should only be for children. Yet anybody with a brain can tell what she's doing and can tell that it's manipulation. And watching the Flagrant crew grasp straws for the sake of damage control, it was simply disappointing. But nevertheless, I wanted to get back up into the content, baby. Even though I feel nasty, it's still content ad revenue season, all right? So let's go back up into the content. I want to go over some components of the beginning portions of the podcast and then maybe dovetail, towards the end to skip what it is that we talked about yesterday. But I'll leave a link to yesterday's content in case you need to get yourself caught up. All right, let's get after it. Without further do. Now, this is the definition of being ratioed, and this is when they were at less than 300,000 views, so this will only grow. This video is going to get way over 8 million. Another important metric here to note is how many comments that are there. For a 300,000 viewed video at the time, to have 12,000 comments is actually an insane ratio of comments. A 71% dislike ratio in comparison to a 5% comment to view ratio means that a lot of people are talking shit. Also, there was a portion of the orgy conversation yesterday that I didn't let breathe enough, and I wanted to re-go over. Now, throughout this entire exchange, watch Akaash's behavior.
Absolutely would feel insecure.
And I think stupidly, I was like, oh, it's an orgy, so it's all of us. It's not like talking.
Yeah, that is stupid.
Yeah.
I say,
Oh, gosh. Everybody in that room, including the two very small security guards, are absolutely laughing. Who is the only person that is not laughing in this situation? They should put this picture in the dictionary next to the word brutal, as all of your friends is wearing black like it's your damn funeral. Let's go ahead and do a little zoom in here. For one, because I ain't shit. And then number two, we need further analysis. We need further due diligence. He don't even got to say nothing. You already know the theme song that's going off in his head. Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now, I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites and keep my information off. But they do other things as well, such as bank fraud and identity theft alerts, VPN access. But guys, utilize my link down in the description box down below for a 14-day trial. At least see if you've been compromised. Privacy is king in this day and age, and you should know if your information is out there. So again, utilize my link, aura.com/MTR, in the description box down below to try 2 weeks free. That's way more than enough time to see if your personal data has been exposed. Go now. So anyway, the beginning of the podcast starts off with like this cinematic, like theatrical display for drama, right? And then Ghislaine pops out, and it's all of this bullshit. Anyway, let's get into the frat parties and popping that punani.
let's just get right into it.
Yeah. Yes.
Which frat party should my daughter avoid in the near future? I have a 2-year-old daughter. Which frat party should she not go to?
Shy should avoid Teak. Because they definitely. Why?
They make you pop that thing crazy or what?
No, because they spike the drink.
No way.
Yeah, so they got kicked off of our campus.
No
for
way.
Doing that. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Pop and put.
Yeah.
Let's just get some definition.
Okay.
We're gonna any terms
we're
that
gonna-
you might need to know the actual meaning of. Alex is here to break
be
it
fair,
down.
I thought it was just like dancing, getting dressed up, and maybe that was my mistake.
Yeah.
So I acknowledge that.
Look at this.
Big one.
Yeah, the act of getting dressed up, looking fly as hell, wearing a minimum of 3-inch heels, preferably higher, and dancing your ass off
Urban
into the
Dictionary
wee hours of the morning. That
made
was what
by
I
a
was
white
doing.
Yeah, this is white people's definition of it. This is where you learn.
Don't go to Urban.
Guys, what do you think poppin' pussy is?
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat
You see?
Yeah, she couldn't just use the word dancing or dropping it like it's hot. No, she had to specifically use pee popping. By the way, I know that they brought up some watered down Urban Dictionary definition in order to continue to save face here. My earliest known recollection of the term pussy popping actually comes from a BET Uncut video. Y'all remember this? Ludacris pussy popping on a handstand on my American bandstand, and they did the whole video out in can't play too much of that. But they did it out in front of Magic City, and it was a whole bunch of strippers. They couldn't play this on daytime television because of how obscene that it was, but somehow it was adopted into her vernacular with no real meaning behind it. Sure.
Joey Curacate is not that. Okay? They're doing more than security here.
That was my bad. That was my
Okay.
bad.
That was your
Yeah,
bad.
that was
Okay.
my
The real Urban Dictionary.
Just give me a call every time.
Anytime you're worried about anything like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. As a white, I thought popping pussy was just dancing. I thought it was like
Yeah,
twerking.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I knew that that's what you meant.
Yes, that's what I
right?
meant.
But like once the internet makes you a whole,
yeah.
they're looking at Joe, we're talking.
This is your friend's wife.
That's my wife, yo. For now. That's my wife for the time being.
It's What's going on?
We have a Kalshi market, by the way. We have a Kalshi market. There's a Kalshi market that's been made. Will Akaash and Jasleen divorce before 2027? I just want to point that out. Okay.
2027?
Yeah, you guys
So
gotta
we
come
have
in.
like a long way.
Yeah,
to
we
go.
got a big one.
Yeah.
We're trying to rebrand you right now, Jasleen.
Apparently.
Okay, can we get some?
I gotta wait that long.
Can we get some other definitions out of the way?
Yeah, let's get some
Okay.
other
Yeah,
definitions. Yeah.
Allegedly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah.
Is it true that you said that there was a rotation of guys?
A roster.
Roster.
Yeah, what does a roster
What is that?
mean to
Okay,
you?
What does
so
this mean?
You guys
Yeah.
have to understand. Have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
Never.
Yes.
I was, yeah, I do know. Okay,
Yeah.
so I was
His Catholic school was in his living room. Imagine how repressed he was.
I was the repressed Indian girl that I didn't even watch Jersey Shore in high school because I felt it to be too inappropriate. So when I got to college, I'm like, oh my God, I can dress however I want. I can do whatever I want.
You could have a roster of frat boys.
But
What does a roster mean?
so it didn't
yeah.
actually translate to a roster. It just meant like two guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people
When
think you
I
meant
mean
fucking.
hooking up, I just meant making out. Again,
Hold that thought.
I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses. I was shopping at Rainbow. I was eating buffalo chicken wraps every day. I was straightening my hair with my French tips. Like, you could not tell me nothing. And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
like everything I say is so amplified and hyperbolic because it's so like incongruous to who I actually am as a person.
Right. So you're
Now, the one thing I will give credit to, and this actually surprised me when I got to college, is that for white people, and I guess it's Indian people as well, hooking up doesn't necessarily mean deep strokes. For black people, that was always deep strokes, right? And it confused me when I got to college, all right? But there is nobody on this planet that utilizes the term roster without that meaning people that you are sexually intimate with. And by sexually, because she likes to obfuscate this term of virginity, that means any sexual contact, even if it's just oral, which she's admitted to in the past. But I can't play that clip because she's also combined that with her being on her period, and YouTube doesn't like talk about bodily fluid. Even when athletes or like sports teams utilize the word roster, it never means two people. Usually it's like 5 to 10 or more. But maybe it was her just being hyperbolic and just, oh, silly me. I am just so ignorant to the world around me. Oops. It's not me trying to revise history now that my husband, his chicken bag is now up for question. Them accepting her ridiculous explanations with little to no pushback is why so many people are disappointed.
saying you're a big old prude.
Yeah, literally.
Now, I will be honest, as much as I was heartbroken by what was going on with you guys and definitely with, Akaash, my brother, there was a little part of me that was like, it would be hilarious to come in here and find out you had a huge roster and was lying about being a virgin this whole time. It would have been heartbreaking for you.
Yeah.
You waited your whole life to share your virginity with a girl and she threw it to some frat house in like 20 years
A
ago.
white dude.
A white
Life
guy.
is hilarious.
A fucking white guy.
Never.
Got that shit. Don't slap 5 there. That's bad. Okay. So no real roster.
Yes.
Because what is a roster, Al?
Yeah, what's a roster?
What was a roster like? What was
Urban Dictionary, Indian Dictionary, right?
Yeah. Turban
I had a
dictionary.
roster.
Okay, Al, what is a roster, Al?
So a roster is a rotation of partners
Yeah.
that they would pop their pussy for me.
No. Okay.
That's what a roster would do.
I didn't mean like
Women on my roster would be popping their pussy.
Oh,
I don't even like you saying that
why are you
word
saying it
hard
like
to her
that?
like
Yeah.
that.
And
that
eating
feels
a little
uncomfortable.
With all due respect.
With all due respect, thank you.
No. This is a good lesson.
This is a good lesson.
This is the shit I'm talking about. They feel odd when the guy says accuracy to her. Meanwhile, your man just went through the worst 3 weeks of his life and y'all just laugh through his pain.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not
Remember
what
the black
I meant.
substitute teacher in Key and Peele? That's that right now. He's really explaining things to you.
Yeah. Any other questions about the world that you have?
No.
Also, why buffalo chicken wraps every day?
Me?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
You posted it on the internet.
Wait, I don't know this one. Is that what you call the black guys? No. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Yeah, she calls it a Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Okay, wait. Tell us, what is the buffalo chicken wraps?
No, it's just literally I would just order buffalo chicken wraps every day for dinner.
That's it.
I think where the confusion was is like I was just talking about this nostalgia for being in college when it's like you're still a child, but it feels like you're in the adult world and like
Yes.
you're so insulated
Yes.
and you're in this bubble and like everything's just so simple and easy. And that's more what I was talking about.
Now
is
everybody
like,
thinks you're a gold digging whore.
Yes, that is.
I'm
There's a
working
lot of
hard
people.
on reaching
Kerr,
excellence.
please, Kerr, you're a professional here. You're doing security, okay?
If you're saying that you're a gold digger to the audience and or saying that his money is my money and my money is my money, then what do you think that the audience is going to believe? The issue is that, outside of actually being a gold digger, is that she's trying to placate her content to women, which have for decades now gotten off of using men, emasculating men. She was trying to form fit into the same tried and true method that's been going unchecked on mainstream media as well as internet media. But thank God I uncovered this video originally from that portion of the internet to shine a light on this.
This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money.
We cannot laugh at him calling his own wife a gold-digging whore, okay?
Yeah, she told me to shut up. It's even. You know what I mean?
that
It's
is
even.
fair. That is fair. Okay. Also, like in terms of the gold digging,
Yeah.
like
Serious.
Do you consider yourself a good gold digger?
Yeah. Because I invested low and waited for it to go high.
You're a gold prospect.
Yeah, that's not a gold digger.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like a what is that? You're like a hedge fund manager.
Yeah, you're like Akaash with Bitcoin.
Exactly. And it's like,
She bought much lower than I did. she bought at the bottom, dude. She could not have bought
That is
lower.
something
That's
to
not
be fair,
true.
it's like I was working too in the
I wasn't.
beginning,
One
and
of
you
us was
weren't.
working.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
were
Oh,
you
they
doing?
just lying?
When we met, I worked at Goldman Sachs. I got a job at Deloitte after
She was
I
a
graduated
consultant.
college.
Yeah.
I was a
I was
consultant.
sleeping in till
I
12
worked in
12 p.m.
data analytics.
Right? Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a gold digger.
I was a gold digger.
Gold digger right
I know, it
here.
backfired on me.
You got this girl sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, I know. This whole thing backfired.
I was
Also,
paying rent.
Yeah, this is revisionist history. He said that he was making low six figures working at MTV gigs. Everything was fine then, and then he ran into hard times, and then she became a mega B word, and then they eventually split.
17 we started Flagrant, so I was 30.
That's not old though, bro.
33 started. 2018 went broke because I was on these MTV shows, and what I didn't count on is all of them being taken away at 1 year. Because maybe they just looked at me and they were like, "He's old." I don't know, but I had like 7 MTV shows. I wasn't making crazy money. I was making like low six figures. But my girlfriend at the time, she moved into our place, and then all of a sudden, end of 2017, all the shows started suddenly getting canceled one by one. I'm going broke. So 2018, we're doing Flagrant. My wife, financially anxious person, is like, what is going on? Like, we're talking about getting married? Is this what it's going to be? I don't have an answer for
And everything came to a head when my mother-in-law came to visit us. And I was being very distant because of everything we were going through. Akaash was very stressed, and I think she kind of internalized it like that I was being big towards her or passive aggressive towards her. It was a huge fight between all of us. Basically, Akaash did not defend me, and I was like, okay, I don't know if I can be in a relationship with this person anymore.
So after this, we both took a much needed break.
Also, they're trying to frame it as if they were super broke. Like, she just said she was at Goldman Sachs. It's not that you were homeless because you couldn't afford anything. It's that you were moving from New York to New Jersey and you spent a couple of weeks on your friend's couch. That may happen in order to save money from getting hotels when you're in the moving transition process. Real homeless people would love to have a word with you.
I used to really believe that you guys were poor with his sob stories, so we could get Patreon going. I didn't know you were working at a fucking hedge fund this whole time he was spending your money.
Well, I wasn't making that much. I was making like 70 grand a year in New York City on 2 people.
But that's good though.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay, so then when did you guys get really broke, and why did you stay with him?
2018. Okay, do you want the real answer or the fun answer?
I want to know the real answer, and like I want to know that because I heard this beautiful story that Akaash told about you guys sleeping on the floor, and then like him wanting to give you his North Face or something, and then you gave it back because you're like, it's not Mew Mew. I'm not sleeping in North Face. You saved your money and gave me Mew Mew, and then I'll sleep on the floor with Mew Mew.
It's in 2009. I'm trusting on North Face.
No, but you guys were sleeping on the floor because you were evicted from your apartment. You were moving to New Jersey, right? This is real.
Basically.
And you still want to stay with him.
Yeah, I mean...
Why?
Yeah.
I've never actually asked why.
No, you know why, bro. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got that muffin top.
Yeah, you got that loud. Yeah.
Okay, the real answer...
What is loud? What was that?
His dick smells.
Oh, that dick. Yeah, because once you... Yo, Kurt. Guys, you guys are professional security,
what
man.
if a fight breaks out?
Come on, you didn't make sure. Okay, no, but for real, you got a stink husband sleeping on the floor. like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, you're supposed to be a gold digging whore according to the internet.
That's what I'm saying. There was like so many red flags early on.
But why'd you stay? That's
okay. I stayed because I felt like as soon as I met you, it was love at first sight. I loved you. Like, I don't know. I just felt like, and maybe like you feel like that when you guys met your wives or your fiance. It's like, you just like know when you have that special connection. It's like, okay, like God picked this person out for me, and like everything he did from top to bottom, like his character, his integrity, his personality, like I just like loved everything about it. So I was like, okay, like I don't want to just leave because we're going through a hard time, because I really believed in like his potential, like just like you did.
For sure.
You know, because you were more successful than Akaash, like in the very beginning and stuff, and now you guys have, yeah, whatever.
I also believe that he was incredibly brilliant and talented, but also just an amazing soul and an incredible person.
Exactly. But I just know, I also knew that about him, that he had like ambition and this work ethic. So I was like, okay, like, so we're gonna go through this bumpy time, but I was like praying harder than I ever prayed, just that we would get out of it and like something would resolve. And I was just hoping that.
And it worked. Those prayers worked.
Yeah,
and you haven't prayed for his balls to change. No.
I never prayed for that.
Which shows me that you might like it.
Oh.
It's like Vegemite for Australia.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the acquired taste.
This would have been an interesting time to bring up the story of, well, why did you break up with him when he was at his lowest point in life? Which completely reframes the story that she just told. She's making it sound like she stuck with him while he was down and out and contemplating his worth as a man. Again, why the audience is so disappointed, because they don't want to be lied to, and the cast is enabling the lies. Now, I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead here because they begin to get into the ducking of the kisses portion, because we went over in yesterday's video, and instead, I wanna fast forward to the part where she talks about her usefulness to Akaash in a marriage.
I also like the fact that it's just less work for you.
Yeah.
And I know your day is full of work.
Hold up here. Hold up.
Wow.
Hold up. Andrew. Andrew. Akaash. You better tell your boy to stand down. Hold up. Let's get a little bit of a zoom in right here. Hold up. Akaash, you already know she liked them white boys, all right? My man showed you better unhand her. This is what I would say if I was Akaash in this situation. You better get your grimy little hands off of my lady. Show me some damn respect. Don't you touch her on, honey, because the way that she's conducted herself in the past, she might start to like you. I think I can hear the moistness in the pussy that she used to pop at them white boy frat houses from here. All right? Stand down, sir.
Wow.
Well, let's get a counter argument. Let's get a counter argument, okay? Because I think that was inappropriate and that was uncalled for. So will you go ahead and dismiss this and explain yourself on the record?
I do things.
Okay. All right. Look, my client in this case,
Yeah,
That's
Mark,
not what
can
she
you
said.
be a lawyer?
Mark, can you be Jaslene's lawyer in this moment here?
Mark, please help me.
Jasleen cooks, she cleans, she maintains the home on a monthly basis.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
There you go.
Not by me specifically, but yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you also will find people.
You schedule,
Yeah.
but not you.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
schedule. Someone got to manage that
But we
house.
all have cleaning people.
Yes.
And
Yes, I like
and-
how you call them cleaning people. That was very politically correct.
That was. That
Yes,
was.
But
that
do
was
I not
great.
take care of Happy like he's my son?
Of course. And I go on the road. I come back. It's clean. I don't know if you hire somebody or if that's you, but
You do know.
every time I come back, it's
I
clean.
hire someone.
Don't
yeah.
lie.
Really? Without me knowing? Now I feel betrayed.
Yo, the amount of
I
cat.
thought you did
See,
something.
everyone's hiring people. You know what I mean? Hand job, cleaning, it doesn't matter. Okay?
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly.
Everyone's got something.
Outsourcing works if there's one people on the planet that understands the value of outsourcing. It should be Indians here.
Yeah.
This is
Exactly.
yeah. Okay, what else? What else was like super?
There more files?
Yes. What else was part of? Oh, they called it the Akaash files.
Yes.
They were released the
How
Akaash
am I
files.
equivalent to Epstein?
Let's think.
Let's think about it. I'm glad you asked.
You're the victim. You are
Yeah.
the
That's
girls.
what I'm saying. It's the Epstein files, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're the girls.
I know.
Jasleen.
Yes. The Epstein files.
The Epstein file.
Yes.
Okay, what else?
Okay,
what else
well,
was there?
Tell me something.
Yes.
Because it's been bothering me.
I love the this is so
I know,
good
right?
with the glasses.
Yeah.
Great character work. I'm sorry to break it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Silence. Tell me something. When Akaash is sick, how do you behave?
Ooh.
She's good, actually. Like,
I
Really?
am good.
yeah.
Oh, my wife is horrible.
There's an undertone of irritation after like day 2 where you can tell she's like, all right, let's.
I mean,
But she's
You
very-
get 2 days.
Okay, can I just say I feel like you guys are a little bit like you guys exaggerate a lot and just
What?
No.
Yeah.
Us.
And for context,
We
literally,
exaggerate.
Yes. And like
Ridiculous.
literally,
Oh, you think everything's wrestling? Do you think that's
Everything's
what this
a
is?
joke.
You think we're just going crazy? No.
We're not taking any chances here. Do you see our security? We know what the fuck you're capable of, Jasleen.
but like for me, like an hour before my emergency gallbladder surgery, my stomach was killing me.
Oh, no.
And remember I had to interview Blau for journalism school and I still interviewed him because I didn't want to reschedule. So I feel like women are just built different. We're built to withstand suffering.
Yes, you are. That is
So
true.
we don't
We're built
really
to withstand y'all.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
our suffering.
There you go.
Yeah. That is a great point.
There you go.
Yeah.
The pandering never stops. The lies just never quit. These old wives' tales just never cease to amaze me. Telling women that they have a higher pain tolerance is like also telling them that they are stronger than us. If they have both, then shit, send them to the front lines. Have them be police officers, firefighters. Ergo's the cushioning of women's feelings within society, and is not to say that they are not better than us at everything. All right? Men are more likely to tolerate the same type of injury that occurs to women. Men are least likely to go to the doctor for an injury, and men are least likely to complain if they get injured. Not all, not all, not all. I'm speaking in generalities, and guess what? The studies actually prove this. One of the many studies that a simple Google search will bring you to is this one right here from Stanford Medicine. Women report feeling pain more intensely than men, says study of electronic records. It's interesting that they chose a picture of an Indian man as well. Oh, he must be the author of the article. Shout out to Atel Butte. Anyway, women report more intense pain than men in virtually every disease category, according to Stanford University medicine investigators. And listen, I don't need to go through the whole thing. I can leave a link to this down in the description if I remember. If I don't, I'm sure that the comments will make me remember. But let's see what their conclusion was. Aha, here it is. It's still not clear if women actually feel more pain than men do. I'd imagine that'd be a hard thing to test for. But certainly, they report more pain than men do. We don't know why, but it's just been a few diseases here and there, and it's a bunch of them. In fact, it may well turn out to be all of them. No matter what the disease, women appear to report more intense levels of pain than men do. To conclude, the correlation or correlating that because women give birth, they tolerate more pain than men is absolutely insane and ridiculous for you to assert. But what do I know? I'm just a man that looks at data. It's not like I have to placate the women on my platform, because the women that watch me want accuracy. They want truth. They don't want their feelings coddled. Anyway, let's move on.
Have you seen any memes or content that you guys thought were funny?
Aisha chicken curry.
That was
Yes, we got to go through the funniest one.
good. Objectively good.
Yeah.
I also like Aisha curry.
Of course.
Yeah,
That would actually make sense.
You're digging the hole again. Just saying.
We didn't see that
I
coming.
can see your point. I can see your point.
What about Jada Pinkett Singh?
That one hurts a little, but it's funny.
Okay, what other ones were good?
I thought Ghislaine was hurtful. I didn't like that one at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
just
not.
I mean, unfortunately,
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because she told me, she goes, every time she said it, she would go, they're calling me Ghislaine, and it really hurts my feelings. But she couldn't say it without laughing every time.
Okay, listen, chat. Let's give a round of applause, baby. I'm going to take credit for the Ghislaine one, you heard? All right, I saw it in a comment section. So I saw the Aisha chicken curry one in a comment section somewhere. But the Ghislaine one, I don't think anybody said it out loud before I did. So I'm going to take credit for that one. Round of applause to the chat. Keep on sharing the content. Keep on hitting on that like button so we can get the info out there, because it apparently impacts them. Let's go.
Red Dot Table Talk was good too.
Red
Dot
Dot
Table Talk.
I didn't say that one.
I saw a funny one that was, actually I thought it was very disrespectful. Not funny at all. It said, call her daddy, more like call center daddy. I was like,
That's good. That's
okay.
really good.
Unfortunately, that's
Really
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
cheers.
Yeah.
But it still pissed me off.
I saw one with you making out with the dog. And they were like, man, she'll kiss the dog and not Akaash.
That's
see that
true.
one.
Yeah, I
true.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never done just kissing.
Now, would that have something to do with the fact that there's no romantic connection between you and the dog?
Yes.
Yes.
He's my child. He's my son. So you don't think about it.
So
know?
you would smother your son with kisses?
Yeah.
That makes sense because it's not romantic.
Yeah.
But when you kiss Akaash, there's like real horniness
Yeah,
behind
like
it.
he's
I
daddy.
think it's just like this
Yeah. Akaash is daddy or what?
Yeah.
zaddy.
Ooh.
What's his favorite position?
No! God, please, no! No!
You guys got a lot of.
You don't have to answer. Yo, fellas.
Yo, Akaash. Yo, look at the body language. Watch Akaash.
You don't have to answer. Yo, fellas. You don't have to answer.
It's not a good look.
I kind of want to know.
Very good.
See, guys, this is
Okay,
how
I'll tell
comfortable. What?
No, I won't say.
No, Akaash is turning his cheek.
Yeah.
Okay, was there, before we wrap this up, was there anything that you saw? Was there anything that, like, obviously all the things I imagine made you feel bad. Was there anything that specifically bothered you or, yeah?
I mean, I think people talking about the sore butthole story, because
Yeah.
that was more kind of like an assault story, but I didn't want to label it as such because I didn't think it was super traumatizing and I had already shared one.
Right.
And I feel like the internet has a quota for girls of like how many assault stories they could share, regardless of if it's true or not. Like, obviously, I
You think the
didn't.
internet would be like, oh, every story she tells us
Yeah,
she's
that's
getting
why
assaulted.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
do that. So I was like, oh, this happened. I didn't really say it's okay.
So what happened, if you don't mind saying?
Well, I mean, so I was living in San Francisco, working on
Definitely
my
a
internship.
butt thing would happen there. Not
Fran will do
shocking
that.
at all.
Yeah.
This is like when Tinder first came out. There was no Bumble, there was no Hinge. I met this guy on Tinder, whatever. Like we were like just feeling like the vibes, and I stupidly was like, oh, you can sleep over, but like not really wanting to hook up that much. Because again, for me, like I was just like, okay, maybe we can make out and just like whatever and cuddle. But then I guess he like wanted.
Was this guy Indian?
No, he was like Asian.
Yeah, he took it very differently than, yeah. I've learned this translation.
Wait, what do you mean?
An Indian guy might understand what an Indian girl means when she says we're hooking up. It doesn't mean we're fucking.
There's something conservative.
I think most American people
I was
are
thrown
like,
off by her inviting him over. Because when
Yeah,
I've
that
been
was
invited over, that usually means,
Yeah.
oh, we're fucking.
No, I know that was
Yo,
again.
even as he explains this, like the young man, Akaash, is just so damn naive. I went to Penn State University for undergrad, and there was a healthy Indian population, right? So it'd be a lot of like first generation, right? Like complete, like raised in America, but their parents were probably raised somewhere else. There was a lot of that. And although their parents were super traditional, super Indian in custom and culture, the daughters were not. They were super Americanized, super liberal, feminist, right? Sexually liberated. And it was down for the sport, you heard. So to see him constantly reference this culture when that was not her culture, it's not how she acts, thinks, behaves, how she conducts herself when you're there, when you're not there, it's not how she conducts. So to watch him constantly reference this tradition or this culture for hope that everything that she said is true. It's wild to me to still have him do that, but
And
let's finish up the
decision on my
story.
part. I was like 21, so it's like I really just like I don't know, like I just was making bad decisions all around. So it's like, but I was like, okay, like we'll kiss, whatever. I don't remember, honestly, I don't even remember too much, but I just remember him like trying to like sneak a finger. And I was like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But like then the next day, like it was like kind of feeling sore, but it wouldn't, and like if it had been anything else, it would, you know, that would have been a whole other story. It would have been like, it would have teared something, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just like that.
So this was a
I want that Wasian. You know, I know that you're not a public figure right now. You probably want nothing to do with this. Feel free to contact me. Email is down in the description box down below if you have a different side of that story that you want to be able to tell. Anyway, guys, I don't know how I put up with this for this long. I think I need a shower right now that would rival, if not triple, the amount of time that I needed in a shower from yesterday after the video, because I just feel disgusting now. Nevertheless, guys, let me know what you think down up in the comment box down below. By the way, there's probably still like 20 to 30 more minutes left in this podcast. If you guys want me to continue on going into this, let me know down up in the comment box. I think I've touched on the majority of what needs to be touched on within this, unless something else goes viral from the end of the podcast that I just haven't seen. But nevertheless, guys, share your thoughts, opinions, reactions down in the comment box. I can't wait to see the things that you say about this. I think that from a solution perspective, I think I'm tapped out on the amount of things, at least right now, that I want to be able to talk about. I've been thinking about doing like a full, like, here's my thoughts type of video in terms of life lessons and things to be learned. But I think it would be best to do that after the whole situation has died down. So anyone else who's still remaining, who was interested in kind of the lessons to be learned outside of this in order to inform your life going forward, keep a lookout for that content as well. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. I appreciate you. I love you. Can't wait to see the comments. And I can't wait to see you guys soon. Until next time, peace.
She belongs to the street. Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get